With the first selection of the 2015 MLB Draft, the Arizona Diamondbacks select Dansby Swanson, a shortstop from Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee. With the fifth selection of the 2015 MLB Draft, the Houston Astros select Kyle Tucker, an outfielder from H.B. Plant High School in Tampa, Florida. The ninth selection of the 2015 MLB Draft, the Chicago Cubs select Ian Happ, an outfielder from the University of Cincinnati in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, Craig Counsell, he certainly has a wealth of riches when he takes a look at the guys he can pencil into his lineup, especially when it comes to these cats, first rounders in that 2015 MLB Draft. 1, 5, and 9, all three top 10 D-backs, Astros, and Cubs. The good news is that they're all here with the Northsiders. And can first rounder Cade Horton deliver once again today? He was taken in that first round. This we know, and Elise, it's been over 10 years, and boy, oh boy, does time fly. But to see all these guys finally be able to nestle in and find a team that they're able to really click with, how big is this for the Chicago Cubs?
Yeah, I think it's really been fun to see it evolve because two of these guys, they weren't drafted.
Yeah.
Like I was right, they were pickups. And so you've got Dansby, who obviously they picked up in free agency, and then Kyle Tucker in the trade. But
Alex
Happ
Freshman
was drafted.
pretty good at LSU back
Now
in the
this is that 2015 draft that we're talking about, some of the highlights. So to have three of these guys on your roster and be key contributors. I mean, they're good. They're all Gold Glovers. They're all All-Stars. They have got tools that age very well because a lot of them, like the foundation, you are looking at defense. And I think that always is a good foundation to build your game off of. And then offensively, to see the rise of Ian Happ. You know, I love stories like Ian. It hasn't been a straight line. Kyle Tucker's really been good like his entire career. You could say the same with Dansby, especially defensively, has just been so solid
no doubt.
His whole career. And so you love to see the evolution of these players, and so you want to give credit to the Cubs, their scouting, their development, especially someone like they drafted Ian Happ. They brought him up, they developed him. And then for other guys, you're going out and finding this talent. And I think especially in the higher rounds, there's a good job of scouting out there. Like you're keying in on positional players, and you're doing, your job to make sure that you hit on one of those top picks. And
how much credit, though, goes, I don't mean to interrupt, but how much credit goes to Jed Hoyer for him to be able to identify some of these guys and say, hey, we can orchestrate a trade, we can bring Kyle Tucker over, and he can just be part of the conglomeration of first rounders that we currently have right now?
Yeah, I think Jed Hoyer, Carter Hawkins, and they would even just also, tip their hat to everyone in the organization. Yeah, it's a whole organizational effort because this is not something that is just about one person, but then making the decision, maybe it relies more on just a couple of those guys. But yeah, I think all in all, to see a fit then too with your team. How can they enhance your team? Like going out and seeing that Kyle Tucker, he is that guy that we need.
He's a dude.
And we're going to go get him. Yeah, and then just picking up Dansby in free agency because at that time, there were a lot of other notable shortstops that they could have gone after. Could they have cost more money? Yeah, they did cost more money, but they saw the value in Dansby, and I love the defense that he plays. I love the stability, the leadership. And so, and then Ian Happ, like I was saying, just, developing him and letting him fail and him having to go through the failure, but also him learning from guys who came before him because all of these, all these guys are winners. Ian Happ missed that World Series team by a year, but you've got world champions in Kyle Tucker and Dansby Swanson. Ian Happ learned from the best, and now they're just trying to basically be the best. Yeah. They want to be winners. I love what Kyle Tucker always says. If we're going to show up to the park, we might as well win.
Might as well play. If you're going to do it, you might as well give it 125%.
And so,
right?
Yeah, it's just the winning mentality I think you need, the culture.
And